Hi everybody, it's me, Jenny. Welcome back to my channel here at Craft Creations. So, with the holiday weekend, I was crazy busy, but I'm back now, yay! So I wanted to go over a few of the dies that I got in my haul that I said I would come on and make with you guys. So, I'm gonna show you one of the dies, which is this one. And it's beautiful. It's actually, a jewelry box is how they, now I didn't do the inside. You can obviously take these cuts that go all over and you can put them on the inside so it hides all the tabs. This is a lot of work. For me, this was a ton of work, and to be honest, if I did a video on it, it would probably be like an hour and a half long because there is a lot of cutting to this. So, and there also are a ton, and I mean a ton of videos on YouTube that have tutorials. So if you're interested in the tutorial, you could just look it up on YouTube. I apologize guys, but trust me, it's for your own good that I do not do the video. But the box itself is absolutely gorgeous. I love it. I decided to do it in pink and silver, which is usually combinations that I do not do. And it came out good, and when you get all the cutting done and you figure out where everything goes, it's actually okay. It's not too bad to make, but for me to be able to show you would just be insane. So I just wanted to show you the box done. It's beautiful. I love it. I will make it again. So today we're gonna make some lemon shakers, which I think are adorable. So this is the die. This is what you get. You get the large one and the small one, and then you get the smaller word fresh, and then a bigger word fresh with the flowers, and then obviously you have some leaves up here. So let me show you how this all goes. Now I've made a few, as you could see, and I'll show you the paper collection I used. I got this probably 3 years ago from May Made It. It's the Simple Stories. This one, oh, well, actually, let me take this off, sorry. So I just used a few papers from here. But this is the actual, it's a 12 by 12 paper collection. They did have the plain colors to go with it. I did not get those. And to be honest, like, as you can see, sorry guys, as you can see, I hoarded it for like over 3 years. So I figured, oh, I've got the lemon. I also made these, which I think is adorable. I'm going to turn this into like an actual cart so that, you know, you could put stuff in it, and then I'll put the lemons in it. But this is really kind of all I got so far. So this is one side, and this is the other. I put a flower brad in there, and then this is really cool because these can turn, the wheels, which I thought was super awesome. So yeah, so I'm gonna, when I put it together, it will go like this. Like this will be one side, let me do it this way, and this will be the other side. And I just thought that was so super cute. I love this bee paper up here, and then I love the colors on this side. So I will put the box, put it together, and then again, when this is finished, I'll put the picture up on Instagram, with the lemons inside of it so you could see. So there you go. All right, so these are the ones that I have done so far. I love it. Those are the 2 big ones. Oh no, I'm sorry, I did 3 big ones, and then I have the 3 little ones, and I will show you how to make those. This is all of the stuff that I used and will be using to fill the shakers, just a little bit of each. Oh, and these 2. Yeah, so I'll put that on the side. So what you're going to need to do is, all right, so let me show you piece by piece. So this one, this die right here, let me do it this way so my big hands are not in the way. So this die will cut out this, okay? So you run this through, and this is what you get. Now, you're also going to need to run this through so that you get the acetate. So now a little trick with acetate, guys, and I'm sure you all know this already, but I have to say it because, you know, I didn't know it in the beginning and I wish I did. So these pieces right here are pieces of acetate that I had on a package, and I either cut it out or just took it out and used it. It's like, see these? The one sheet that this was on made most of these. But then you can also buy smaller, well, not smaller, but a little bigger sheets of acetate like that. But most of this was used from pieces I already had. And then you have your foam. So yeah, so this one you need to make your base cutout and then to make the acetate cutout, okay? So for the small and the large, that's what you use. Oh, okay. And then this piece is awesome because this piece is gonna cut out your foam. So when you put it through, it's gonna cut out, and then this middle part will cut out as well. I don't know what I did with that middle part. Maybe I used it already. I don't know. So it'll cut out this. Then you want to run it through again and cut out a piece of paper that you want to put on the outside of it. So you need to cut a couple times with this one. So you need to cut it once for the foam and then once for the paper. And then the other one you cut once for the base and then once for the acetate. I hope that makes sense, okay? And now we will put it together. Oh, I did cut out the word fresh. This is actually the larger one. Is it? I think it is. I don't know. We'll find out. Hold on. Yeah, so this tiny little thing, I can't even imagine how small the other one cuts out, but this guy right here is the larger of the two words. So there you go. I cut that out. All right, so let's get this together. And you're gonna want to use something heavy to put it on. So I use this because it's kind of heavy on its own. So let's do the foam. You're gonna want to put glue. I use glue. I mean, you can use whatever you want that will work for you, but I try to use glue, and I try not to use too much so that it doesn't seep out on the sides, but you want enough where it's gonna cover. Okay, so you take that. Whoop, my glue just went flying. All right, and we're gonna put that down gently so that we can move it. Oh, let's just move it on here. Okay. And yes, I'm making an absolute mess, but that is okay because we want it to dry before we put anything in it anyway. So as you can see, I got glue everywhere. And that is why this mat is so absolutely filthy. Just saying. All right, so now I'm gonna go in. This is what I usually do, especially when I'm in a rush. Kind of clean up any glue that's seeped out. Now, while I'm doing the other one, I'm gonna put my heaviness on here just to hold it down, get it in place, and in the meantime, I will take this one and we're gonna glue this on the acetate. So I don't know if you could see it, but this is the acetate right here. Oh, and the other thing, so it was a pain in the ass for me, sorry for my language. So I cut this out and I was trying to cut around to get the leaves out because for whatever reason right in here it didn't want to cut through from my die cut machine. You don't need that. It actually would be better if you cut it off so that you're gluing the paper to the foam and not the acetate to the foam, because that takes a little bit, but it's just a suggestion. You don't have to do it. So now I'm going to take this, and again, you are going to want to not put a lot of glue, and you're going to want to smooth it out so that it doesn't go all over the acetate. So I just take my finger and get it as smooth as I can without making an utter mess. Just kind of tap it into place, wipe that glue away. All right, and then we're gonna take this. I'm gonna have to pull this just a little closer to me, sorry. Ugh, let's do it this way. All right, and now the best way I found to do this is line it up at the bottom, as you know, the best you can, and then just kind of push it up and out. There you go. And then you can just kind of smush it down and pray you don't get it all over the acetate, which this acetate is dirty, but that's because my mat is just filthy. But so then there you go. And then what you do with this one is after you get it all cleaned up, which I'm going to clean it, then we'll glue it and we'll put it on here. So this should be somewhat glued down. And before we put that together, I'm just going to go ahead and do this one just so that it gives it a few minutes to dry. So we'll do the same thing. You're going to take the glue. You're going to put glue on this. Not a ton. Again, you don't want it seeping out. So here you could do this method too so that it doesn't go all over your paper when you go to put it down. Just make sure that you get it off of your hands and the sidewall. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and again we're going to go from the bottom up. There we go. And then you can move it to where you need it, and then we're gonna pick it up and we're gonna squeeze it. Make sure that, because that's the inside that I want to show. Obviously you guys can, you know, choose your paper. Make sure that you have the whole thing. And now we're just going to take this, put it on here, and we'll let that sit while we're putting the other one together. But again, before we do that, we are going to glue this one. So let me move these guys over. Put that right there. I truly hope I'm in frame, because if not, this is going to suck. All right, so again, and you don't want to put glue here, obviously, because you're not gluing it on anything, but you're going to take this. That's a lot of glue. Shoot, but that's okay because we're going to wipe most of it off, which is silly because you don't want to waste it either, but you really don't want to get it all over the place. All right, so tap it down, make it a little tacky. All right, and now let me get the glue off my other hands, and then again, go from the bottom, try to place it best you can so you don't move it around. There you go. Okay, and now this one's pretty clean for the most part, so that's good. And then you're just gonna smush it in, smush it down. Oh shoot, I just you saw what I did, right? Oh, it was this side. Okay, so we're gonna get a piece of paper towel over here. This is the worst part for me doing shakers, because you know you can get glue everywhere. So I'm just going to clean off my acetate the best I can, hopefully without destroying it. And all I did was put water on this piece of paper towel, and that's it. Presto, it's basically clean. You don't want a lot, because if you saturate it, you're going to get yourself in a bit of trouble because it's going to ruin it. But okay, so that's pretty much good. So put that there. All right, so now let's put this together. Now before we glue this part on here, we have to fill it up. So let's do that, and I'll show you how I did mine. So the bigger ones, I put 2 flowers in. These two, I just think they are so pretty. They're shiny and they're yellow and gold, and I just love it. You could probably get away with, you know, more than 2, but I don't know, like when it's laid out like this, like it's so pretty, right? And when you're like that, you could still see the paper. So I hope that makes sense, because most of the time, if I'm being honest, I put way too many shaker bits in it, and it's wasteful because sometimes I put so much in it doesn't shake well, or if it shakes, it's just so much that, you know, again, like wasteful. So anywho, so now these are smaller flowers, and we're just going to put like a couple of pinches in. So we'll put those and those. So we'll do 3 little pinches. I think I only picked up 2 on that one. So put that one in there. All right. Then we are going to get, these are like a iridescent yellowish, which are pretty cool. So we will take a couple of pinches of those. Actually, you know what? We're going to do this, make it a little easier. All right. And because those are iridescent, you can really kind of get carried away with them. But yeah, so there we go. Those are those. And then we have some yellow, those are stars, by the way, if I didn't say it. And then we have some of these stars that are not iridescent. They're just, well, maybe they are a little bit, but, oh, shh, they just went everywhere. Oops. All right, so yeah, I put a lot in there this time. Like, I did not put that many in those, but that's okay, because as you can see, there's plenty of room. All right, now we're gonna take, I wanna get the smaller black, and I do not put a lot in these. I think I only put 3 in the big one, but we're gonna put a little bit more than 3. Just because it's black, it really does pop. So there we go, that's plenty. I do not need more than that. Then we're gonna put a few of these in. And I wanted there to be more than just yellow, but I didn't want it to be too much yellow or too much of another color, because lemons are yellow, you know. But I thought if I did the black, that outlines, you know, the paper. Ugh, that outlines the paper. And then this bit of green that I'm gonna put in, and I'll show you that in a second. There's so much static, I can't get it off. All right, hold on. Sorry, guys. I know it's kind of gross, but I don't know what else to do. And then just whack it off. Okay. There we go. All right, and then the last but not least, we're gonna put this little bit of green and gold. And again, this, as you can see in the other ones, we're just gonna put the tiniest bit, but you'll see it. And I think it's just enough to get that contrast with the yellow, I think, personally. I mean, you guys might hate it, and you can do your own, that's fine. But yeah, so that's what I did. Now we're gonna take this, and we are going to glue it. Now this is where you got to be careful. Okay, so we're going to put the glue here, and you can be generous but not crazy generous. All right, now this part, you're going to put it as close to the edge as you can get it with that, with it, you know, being able to attach. And then I'll show you what we need to do. And this is, again, just so that it doesn't seep out. It may still seep out, and, you know, you're going to have to clean it the best you can. Now you're going to take it and smudge it down, but you're going to smudge it down and out so that it's not going this way onto the paper or the acetate. It's going outward. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. And then this way, when you smush it down, it doesn't, you know, smush out to where it shouldn't be. And then I'm going to clean my hands off, and now we're going to glue it down. So we're gonna take that. Now you could put the glue here, but the problem is then you don't know what's gonna get on here, so that could, you know, relatively be a problem. So, and also you want to make sure that if there was any glue seepage in the foam part, that it's dried. Because if it's not dried, all those little things are going to stick to it, and it will not move around. And then once it's on, you can kind of get it to where it needs to be. And then this is the part where you don't move it. It's very important that you don't move it so that the glue can dry and it doesn't stick. And then again, you put your piece of heavy whatever you have to put on it. And that's that. So that's how you make the lemon, well, that's how I make the lemon shaker. Okay, so the process again, and because this is a lot smaller, we're not going to do as much. We're only going to put 1 flower in here, like so. Darn it. Okay. Sorry. So there's our 1 flower. And then we're going to do just a little pinch of these flowers so that we have them. Okay. And then we will do our pinch of iridescent. Okay. And I have those all over my desk now. I don't know why, but when I opened it before, it went flying. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday weekend, a long holiday weekend. And if you were able to craft, I hope you did and you had a wonderful time. I know some of us have grandchildren. Well, I don't, but some of you have grandchildren, and you get to craft with them, which is probably an amazing thing. I'm so excited for you guys. I hope that was the case. Yeah, so I really, you know, we had family over. It was kind of crazy busy. I went to the nursing homes to, you know, visit some people and see how they're doing. I bought them some craft goodies and, you know, just went to say hi because a lot of them don't have family that can come visit. So I did that. You know, just busy. Unfortunately, I didn't have any time to craft, but, oh, wait a minute, I have to do the black. Oh, forgot. All right, so we're gonna do just a few, and I only use the little ones here because I think, you know, obviously the bigger ones would be too big for this. So I just want a few, I don't want a lot. And this one kind of flew out, so we'll put that one in there too. Ooh. All right, oh, and then our green. There are these like red chunks in here. I don't know what that's from. Somebody sent this to me actually, and I love it. I think this was full, to be honest. But at Christmas time, I love using this. I'll show you. Hold on, sorry. Let me get it shut so when I turn it over. But look at how gorgeous. And I can't find anything like this anywhere, so I use this sparingly, but I do use it because I love it. Okay. So then again, we're going to want to glue our piece. Oh, let's clean it real quick. Make sure. Oh, I already did. Okay, duh. All right, now we got to make sure it's dry. Okay, so we're going to glue everywhere because, again, we have to stick this to the foam. And I don't know why. Well, I mean, I do know why. It's easier to glue paper onto the foam than it is acetate, and that's probably just because it's such a slick, shiny surface. But you know, whatever. So again, this is where you want to be super duper. See, I already got it on there. Super duper careful. All right, there we go. Sorry, I hope you can see what I'm doing. I have a feeling this is going to seep out because I just really screwed it up. So if it does, we'll try to fix it. If we can't, then we can't. But again, start it at the bottom and then try to put it down. And then the leaves here are really what you kind of fix the most. I don't know why, but for whatever reason, it always gives me a hard time. I don't know why, but okay, so it didn't get dirty. We're good. It hasn't seeped out yet. Yay, hopefully it will not. So we're gonna give it a little push. We're going to see if this one's dry. We're going to carefully move that over and let it sit. And again, this only needs to sit for a few minutes. If you want it to sit overnight, if you do it late at night or whatever, that's fine. Or for a couple hours, you know, you put it on, go do your thing, and then come back. It's not going to hurt it. Most will happen is it'll glue to the thing if any seepage happened, which has happened to me plenty of times. But, you know, whatever. So, yeah, I'm going to give this a few more minutes before I shake it, but I'll just shake one of these for you so you understand. Yay, okay, so it's just, to me, it's fun. So again, when I get the cart made, I will come back and there'll be some fun goodies in there, and I'll have the lemons in there as well. I will have my fresh lemon sign because this was part of a paper pack, and part of the paper, or on one of the papers. Oh my God, I cannot even speak. So I just cut it out, and so it's going to say fresh lemons. I don't know where I'm going to put it yet. Have no idea. But when it's all done, it will be on Instagram, probably later on today. And I will put a comment in the comment section to go look at Instagram when it goes up so that you know what's up, okay? If you're interested in even seeing what it is. All right, guys, I love you all. I hope you got something, just even the littlest thing out of this video. And I will be back with another video very, very soon, okay? And again, if there's something that you guys know I have and you want me to do it, like you want me to do the tutorial on camera, let me know. I will do it. Or if I even if you don't think I have it, let me know. If I can, I will get it and I will do it for you, okay? All right, guys, I love you. I hope you're all having a wonderful week, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye!